Hello again, I'm Alan from Faire.com, and this is yet another Des Moines Renaissance Fair video update. I'm standing at the very end of Main Street at Festival Park. Behind me you can see that they've been slowly working on the front gate. We've actually had a lot of rain out here over the last couple of days, which has probably affected construction. Today though, the weather looks pretty good. There's a little leftover mud. A lot of trench work that's been going on because they've been bringing in wiring and cabling to the individual buildings that need power out here. So the ground is a mess in many places. You can't hardly get to the tavern right now because it's all dug up around it. It has its own moat. There's a lot of painting going on the Main Street buildings today. That tells me it's been dry for, what did the painter say, about 24 hours before they can get in and start painting again, so that's good to see. A lot of the shops are starting to get their detail paint now, where they were all solid white when we came out here to work on the TV commercial last week. Now they've actually got some colored trim around them. There's a lot more buildings with roof work, so something's been going on, but not quite as dramatic as it's been on a lot of previous visits where they've had, 4 or 5 days worth of sunshine, so a little slower.
No picking up hitchhikers.
I tell you, the Viking Pavilion is looking pretty good right now. That's so big. I wonder if they're going to have a way to get somebody up to the top. And right around it, the Geode store is getting the walls to it now. It looks like they've been busy working on it. And then directly across from the Viking Pavilion and the little Dragon Mine Geode shop, there's another structure that's gone up that I don't recognize, just down from the Wild Game Food Tower, which now has the top installed. It goes up about 32 feet tall, and looks like they're going to have either a very big attic or a lot of wasted space, but it looks okay. I think the guy that's running that one is compensating for something. All right, well, of course the tavern's still not done. It's got the nice little moat around it I was talking about. Around the village you can tell where they've been putting up power boxes for the electrical that's going to be running in. There's a couple of new shops on the food court row that are going up. One of them is going to be the Off With Your Bread bowl soup place and some kind of fruit bowl thing that's going to happen there. And then right next to it is the shipbuilding Rick was speaking about, which actually has, well, I'm pretty sure that's what it is because the base of it is actually ship-shaped. So it'll look like the front of a boat, I guess. So I'm real curious to see the designs of what that one's going to be. A lot of work is going on right now. We literally have men down in the trenches. And of course, with all the rubble around, it is looking a little bit like a war zone. If only we could find out what the big piles of hay or straw that are setting up all around the place are for. Now, I'm not really sure why, but for some reason there's actually another roadway at the very far back corner that goes beyond where the corn maze will be. That's been completely gravel. It's sitting right next to the straw or whatever it is that they keep bringing in by the truckload. So I guess I'll have to find Rick again and ask him just what they're going to be doing with it. I do a corn update for you, but there's stuff in the way. So pretend you're seeing images of corn growing in Iowa with a corn maze to follow. And as you can see here in the forest area, the gravel road continues. In fact, one of the workers just told me the road I've looked at earlier goes down quite a way, then kind of turns in where those animal pins were that I showed you video of in an earlier episode. So now we've got the beginning of a gravel roadway right through the middle of the forest area, which is really good. We were out here working on the commercial, and it was quite muddy back here, so we were staying near the other end, the main entrance bridgeway walk area, which also has gravel. And it looks like the forest area has been really, really cleaned out. There used to be a lot of rubble and shrubs and ground stuff here. It's all been cleared out. They've kept, as far as I can tell, they've kept all the big trees from today. They've put everything back right up against where the pirate ship stage is going to be themed. And now it's like this place is 10 times bigger than it's been in previous visits. That's pretty amazing. There's a lot of space back here. So, yeah, the vast there and all that. And right now I'm standing about near the entrance where the bridge is going to be. And off in the distance you can see they've been doing a little more work on the bridge. It actually has wheels on it now, because the bridge is going to actually be pushed across the river somehow. It's a temporary structure. It'll only be there when it's needed. And they've actually still got it over there, and they've got some machinery hooked up. It looks like a giant trailer, and I guess the plan is they're going to drive it down here and counterbalance it and actually extend it across. Oh, that's just never going to work. This I gotta see. I'll probably have a video podcast just for that when that happens. Anyway, so we've got nice gravel leading into the park. I can look down and actually see the backside of the buildings off to the left of Main Street, and peering out in the distance from where I'm standing at the entrance, I can see the top of the castle. They got about 20 feet more to go, I figure. Hi! Come on out, Neil. We know you're in there. Come on. Come on. Up with the roof here. Hey! Where are some of these people? Alright, well, amidst all the chainsaw noises, generators, trucks driving around with all kinds of stuff, found out that the big piles of straw-looking stuff is some kind of wood chip stuff that's going to be used on the ground. Certainly is a lot of it. I hope they got that much ground to cover. Basically, that's just it. There's a lot of stuff going on today. More vehicles up here than I've ever seen. More cranes and construction things going around. A lot of activity. There's probably 12 or 13 different structures being worked on right now. The children's stage at the back is getting some work. Of course, I've already mentioned some of the places like the Geo stand in the front gate. A lot of things happening out here. A lot of paint. Behind me is one of the costume shops at the corner, right across from the end of the left side of Main Street. They're looking really nice. Looks like this is going to be the little blue corner between Fine Hats by Felicity and the costume shop. And of course, we've got some red and some greens. We've talked to the merchant that's going to be doing the sausage. Everything he's got is sausage based, apparently. Also talked to another merchant that's going to be doing the bread bowls and fruit bowls. The Scotch Dragon, of course, Don was up here today. Just a number of people checking out their shops, working on their shops, contributing to help get this thing open by Labor Day week in September. So, as always, this is Alan with AtTheFair.com, and this has been another Des Moines Renaissance Fair video podcast journal update thingy. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna go get my gator. I left it somewhere.
This is the turkey leg song. This is the turkey leg song. I want a turkey leg before they're all gone. Oh, this is the turkey leg song. Okay, let's do the second verse. Same as the first.
You're on break?
Yeah.
Really?
It's hot.
Yeah. I'm out in the sun. Look at me. I'm working.
You got that nice hat, though.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you.
The hat makes it